Hey guys, Paramecium914 here, and welcome to World of Tanks. It's a new game that I'm trying out. If you haven't heard of it, it's pretty fun. It's free to play. It's not on Steam, so you do have to Google it. But it's a good game. I really enjoy it. Some of the guys at college got me into it, and yeah, I really enjoy it. Obviously, it's a game where you go around as a tank or some other vehicle. I'm a T-18 here. It's a type of tank destroyer. Another class is artillery, and then you have all your different kinds of tanks. The T-18 is an American tank, and it's a pretty good one. It's pretty popular. Mostly because it's got good armor, good speed, and a good gun. It's a pretty... It's a bit OP for a second-tier tank, but I'm not complaining. I mean, they're pretty easy to get, so... yeah, so... I meant for this video to come up before I left for spring break, because I didn't take my computer home with me when I was visiting my family, and so I couldn't get any videos up in that period, and I meant to put this up to tell you guys that I wouldn't be having any videos for a while, for those of you guys who enjoy waiting for my videos, or who wait for my videos, but I couldn't get it out in time, and I apologize for that, so this is mainly an apology video, I suppose. Shooting this tank here. And also, I'm kind of hitting myself. I just actually just narrated this, and I got through the whole thing and then realized that I hadn't hit the narrate button. So yeah, this is my second run through actually. I'm a bit disappointed about that, but oh well. I guess just a practice run. This battles on this field don't usually usually take quite a while, because I actually don't like this battlefield that much. It's too easy to get hit and too hard to attack, I think, but I don't know, it's interesting, and I wouldn't mind it so much. It's just that it comes up all the time, and there are just so many interesting maps, and this one, just when you're tier 1 or 2, like, it feels like you're fighting in this map like 40% of the time. So yeah, so I took a few hits there, but my armor saved me. For those of you who don't know what's going on, my health's still full. And, yeah. So I'm just kind of chilling here, waiting for someone to shoot at. One thing about this game is, like, when you're new, you you have an inclination to kind of just want to run out and shoot things and be awesome and let your armor, like, take as much as it can. But that's not always the best strategy. Patience is really a virtue in this game. A lot of the time you want to hang back and or just stay hidden and wait for your moment. Yeah, staying hidden in this game is a really big thing. Like if you can be seen and if like you can be shot at, then especially on this map, then you're pretty screwed. And I can see that guy for a little bit, and I keep shooting, but I don't see him anymore. So yeah, and so because this is a new game, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different. Instead of doing a microorganism shout out, I'm going to just go over a term in microbiology. And today's term, I suppose, I guess this will be a thing for, I guess I'll go ahead and make it a term for anything that isn't Total War. How about that? I guess let me know what you guys think, but I think I'm just going to go for terms instead of specific microorganisms in all my videos that aren't Total War videos. Critical hit. I hit that guy there. But, so anyway, today's term is chemotaxis. Basically what that is it's the ability of both somatic cells, like cells that make up parts of your body, and free-living cells like bacteria and things like that, to detect chemicals in their and their surrounding and respond to them. So say like there's a source of sugar, and you're a bacteria, and you want to swim towards the sugar. You can detect the sugar and can swim up the concentration gradient. Like, so a concentration gradient is like the sugar will diffuse, and it will be weaker farther away, and there will be less farther away and more closer to the source. And so the bacteria can detect that and swim up the concentration gradient towards the higher density of whatever the chemical is. Or if it's poison, something poisonous, they could swim away from it and hopefully try to escape the poison. Also, like, it can be used in like communities of cells to like signal each other, that kind of thing. But and also in somatic cells, like cells that make a part of your body, like it's especially important in developing embryos, because these signals, these concentration gradients, will tell like which cells to go where, and like what part should be, say, like the head of the body, which part should be the feet. And there have been a bunch of experiments actually where in fruit flies where they removed some of these genes, and all these flies ended up with like heads in the wrong places and like legs in the wrong, all sorts of things like that. So, and these a lot of cool stuff going on there. So yeah, that's chemotaxis. It's the ability of a cell to respond to chemicals in its environment. So anyway, enough about microbiology for now. Back to we're talking about World of Tanks, I suppose. Here I decided it's safe for me to drive up and kind of help that guy out who's over there. He's sending out an SOS, so I figure that might be a good time to kind of come help out. And I'm trying to stay on the reverse slope of this hill, so the tanks that are on the other side won't be able to see me as well. So I feel like I do that pretty effectively. I haven't got any kills yet, but I have damaged a few tanks, which is nice. So driving up in my T18. And but that guy's actually doing pretty well for himself. He just destroyed that tank, so I don't have to worry about that one. And so there's still 4 enemy tanks left, as you can see on the top right, and I don't know where they are, but there's that one. And then here I almost get hit by an artillery shell, which would have been the end, but fortunately artillery is extremely inaccurate and very slow to load, and I probably could have gotten a shot off at him, but I actually at this point I had never played an artillery when I recorded this. Since then I have, but I didn't really understand how long it takes artillery to load. So if I had known, like, I probably would have tried to take a shot at him, but I just felt like it would be a better idea to get back into, like, undercover. So yeah, that's that. And here I'm kind of plagued with indecision. I don't want to drive out because there's enemy vehicles on either side of me. Like, I think that guy to my left is AFK, but I didn't know that for sure at the time. I mean, I kind of suspected just because, like, he hasn't moved at all. But I was about to kind of try to inch up there, but then I noticed the artillery there again. So yeah, like I said, a lot of this game is just patience. Patience, patience, patience. And a lot of it's luck too. Like sometimes, like, if you get stuck with a tier 3 tank against like tier 5 tanks with a completely obsolete gun, like you're not gonna be doing too much that game, and that can be kind of annoying sometimes. But when you when it's a balanced matchup, and it's a really fun game. And the teammate there is saying we lost the advantage and telling us to attack, and I'm already up there, so here I decide I'm gonna try and sneak up on this artillery dude, and I see him over here, and he's not even facing me, and obviously artillery doesn't have a turret, so I'm able to just pretty easily take a couple shots at him.
Enemy armor is damaged.
He's dead.
They're knocked
So
down.
that's my first kill. First kill. First blood. Or, well, not really first blood. But, my first blood, I suppose. But anyway, so now I can pretty freely deal with this guy who's behind the Abbey. Or whatever that building is supposed to be. So I'm just inching up. I'm hoping I can hit like the front of his tank and maybe detrack him. So I shoot at his tracks. And it doesn't do any damage, but I do manage to detrack him. So that's pretty cool. And I keep shooting, but I'm not doing any damage, just shooting at that. So I see those other tanks, so I'm kind of inching up. And looks like one of the other tanks took some damage there. And so here I'm just kind of blasting away at that guy's armor, trying to shoot the same spot, so maybe to weaken his armor a little bit. I'm not sure if it actually works in the game, but I see this guy coming up, so I decide he's a larger threat, especially with that howitzer that he's got. But I managed to get 2 shots off at him before he can get 1 off at me, so... And I just keep blasting away at this guy. And, he must be AFK, because his track's repaired. And, I get him, so... That's 3 kills for me. And then this guy's coming up, so
Enemy is hit.
probably should have backed up a little bit, but I mean, it came pretty hard when you're in a tank destroyer, like to shoot around a building. But I do damage this guy quite significantly. If you notice, he was at 100% health, and I knocked him down to 33. So that'll help my teammates out a lot later. So yeah, but 3 kills is a pretty good in the game. Usually, I guess you want to get at least 1. 2 is ideal, and anything above that is like just really good. So you want to help your team out as much as possible. And I mean, if you're like a scout or something, I don't know. Like I don't claim to be an expert at this game. I don't even claim to be good at it, but yeah, I'm pretty new at it. So, but it's a fun game. I would highly recommend it to anyone who wants a really good free game that involves tanks. And so I was just telling my guys to kind of attack, and I was telling them that the enemy only has a few HP left, and so it should be pretty easy for them to take out. And, I mean, who said that dead men tell no tales? So this guy's coming up, and then we got that artillery over there. And I don't remember the name of either of these vehicles. I mean, the enemy is a T-18, obviously, but there aren't that many of the Japanese tanks, which is what that other one is, not this one. This is some kind of American artillery. But yeah, I don't have the Japanese ones memorized, mostly because there aren't that many of them, and I haven't bothered to look at them that much. And I think the names all start with like Chi or something, like Chi Ho or something. So this guy knocks over this tree, comes around, and I think if that was me, I would have gone all the way around, but because he just risks being hit there. Fortunately, the T-18 isn't the most accurate thing in the world, and yeah, so he does manage to get him though. So yeah, that's the game. It was pretty fun. I did pretty well that game, and I actually ended up getting the mastery badge, which it's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to get. I mean, I've gotten it a few times, but you have to do more damage than 99% of the players who have used it in the last 7 days. So it's pretty hard to get. So yeah, this was actually a really good game for me. But and I believe I also got the the sharpshooter. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.